Hey guys, welcome to another week of Rotterdam. Rotterdam University. Wow, so far for the first moment, and nice that you're under the table straight away. Carmac, is this like some sort of thing that we're gonna have to expect today? You're gonna be under the table?
Well, you're lucky I didn't fall down after running back right from the toilet.
Okay. Of course,
Like D9.
of course, I am still Kevin Rotterdam van der Kooi, where I try to teach Carmac how to play. I'm a decent Master League player, nothing special to be honest. Certainly not after watching IEM last week, but I'm definitely able to teach most people out there, a thing or two. Of course, I played Warcraft for a long time. With me is once more Carmac, and Carmac, of course, before anything, I think you hosted an amazing tournament last week.
We hosted an amazing tournament, I think, the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. This is the reason for our absence last week. If you guys are disappointed, we're very, very sorry. But unfortunately, sitting here and humiliating myself on Monday evenings is not... What the hell? Is not what I do for a living, is not what I'm paid to do. So unfortunately, Rotterdam University has to give way to Intel Extreme Masters, and what an epic event it was.
Yeah, honestly, I enjoyed it a lot. So guys, just to wrap up a little bit what you can expect today, we are going to talk a little bit about the Intel Extreme Masters. We also, of course, we would like to announce the winner of the last gym, Rainer Noob. But unfortunately, we don't have a winner yet, since Carmac is still in Gold League. You will be able to win one more of these bad boys, though. And this week, I think we actually have a really special way to win it, where you actually are gonna have an impact on me for the rest of my life. So that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty badass when you think about it.
Yep. And by the way, where's your T-shirt? Your new T-shirt? Do you remember a bet you lost at Cebit?
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of T-shirt bets, I told you.
Well, you did bet, though.
What was the T-shirt bet again? I even forgot about it already.
By the way, there was one stand at Cebit with a goalkeeper and you will basically needed to hit penalties. And the goalkeeper was mechanical with some kind of contraption by Intel, which basically told the goalkeeper where to go, like this. And it was pretty much almost impossible to score against him unless you knew tricks. And I made a bet with Rotti here over a T-shirt. We will see at probably maybe next week, hopefully, if he gets around to doing that. But you'll see him in a new T-shirt.
Well, I do always keep my word with bets like that. But yeah.
Speaking of keeping your word, Rotti. Basically, Kevin said before the end of the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship that if a Protoss player wins the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship, wins the trophy, he's going to get a Protoss tattoo. And we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. I promise you guys that's going to be a very, very, very interesting conversation.
It's going to be interesting pictures as well, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We did not have a lot of time to prepare the show because we came pretty much home Saturday evening, quite late, obviously really exhausted. And actually, it wasn't planned for this week either. Like, there's no one in the office even. For the people who are not in Germany, today is Rosenmontag, which is quite a party day. Lots of people are having fun over here in the city. I actually felt I should have been there as well. But then on the other end, I thought like, no, I'm not gonna cancel the show 2 weeks on a row. That would just be bad. Because the entire idea behind the show is that I want to prove to the people at home I can get you good in like roughly 6 weeks. And if we make a 3-week break, that basically the entire idea is pretty much lost. And people have no idea that you've been so busy that you actually didn't have time to play. But if we cancel it in another week, it loses a lot of purpose. So we just said, no party for Rotti tonight, and we're actually going to teach Carmac how to play. So it's just going to be a really, really casual show. We're going to talk a little bit about IEM. We're going to talk about my tattoo. We're going to talk about prices, and then Carmac will just play a game or 2 or 3 where I will try to analyze him. I did read a lot of feedback from you guys in the previous weeks. And I definitely agree with you. On some points, people told me, for instance, one guy, I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. It's like, hey, Rotti, you're doing a good job, blah, blah, blah. But what I think you should be doing is, like, not tell Carmac every single thing, but give him more like a general plan for one game. And when Cloud was actually teaching me the other week, I have an apartment here in Cologne, and we have lots of pro gamers visiting me. I live together with the Muslim, obviously from Team EG, but I had Cloud visiting me as well. And then Cloud was coaching me because, yeah, he's just, again, a bit better, where I would be at 3,800 Master League, Cloud will be at 4,200 or 100. I don't know how many points. So that was one way for me to get coached as well, because obviously I do want to get better too. And then he was coaching me the way I was coaching you, and I was like, all right, whatever you'd say, it makes no sense and it's annoying me and I play bad. And actually I did lose against the guy I beat later, even on the show over here. So I did think about it as well, and hopefully I'm gonna make it a bit more relaxed for you, so you will get less nervous. Nevertheless, I'm still gonna drill you.
Oh man, I actually sat down, played my first 4 matches since the last show, and I lost all of them. Even though, and I didn't even put up a fight. It was absolutely humiliatingly terrible, and that's really bad. But and nice of Mouse Mana to tell RotterdaM that I'm no noob. Very, very appreciated.
Yeah, Mana is apparently watching as well. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Not too much chit chat. Been talking for 7 minutes so far. So I'd say just one more time. We still have the screens in the back. World's best gamers meet in season 5, and I think what an amazing tournament we had, Carmac.
Oh man, and Koreans do own white dudes.
Oh,
seriously.
You have something else as well today, something special, no?
Oh yeah, by the way, I've been harassed for months already to bring my old Ushat Lantic interviews, where, if you don't know the story, I used to be a journalist and I used to make fun of people by pretending that I don't speak any English at all. And I've got a couple of those brought with me. Not all of them are super hilariously funny, but still a little part of my esports history, and we might play them maybe in a break between a couple of games in the show.
Indeed.
And I'll be bringing them fairly regularly to the show, and maybe I'm actually gonna post them on YouTube on Tuesdays right after the show, like premiere them on RotterdaM University, post them on YouTube on Tuesdays. That should be good. But let's talk about for another 3-5 minutes about the Intel Extreme Masters.
Okay.
Guys, I cannot stress enough how amazing the event was. It was so packed. We had an entire hall. The entire hall was the Intel Extreme Masters hall. But on Saturday, it was so packed that security stopped letting people in for, fire escape reasons or any other security reasons. People were queuing outside, and there was actually one guy who was waiting 1 hour to get into the hall, and came straight to our employees from esl-tv and said, I want to talk to the boss of the company. I want my money back for the Cebit ticket because I couldn't get into the show. So it was absolutely the most packed hall of the entire Cebit. We broke all possible records with broadcasts, and what an epic tournament this was. I mean, and I still haven't sat down to watch it, but apparently you need to go to www.esl.tv, go to the VOD section, type in IEM, and find the Squirtle versus Moon semi-final, and go to map number 5. Apparently, map number 4?
Yeah. I'm not sure which game you're referring to, but...
The semi-final by Moon.
Yes. And you're referring to an amazing game on Shakura's Plateau?
There was some amazing game which many people, not just you, said it's the most epic thing they've seen in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, I was actually casting the game together with... I was together with Day9, not with TLO. Yeah, me and Day9 were casting that game, and yeah, I was absolutely struck by Moon's play. Just so creative, so many spots in the same moment, attacking everywhere. It was game 4. You can watch the VODs, but of course you can always... I do know there are quite some people as well who prefer to watch replays from a tournament. Like in my Warcraft race, I prefer to watch replays. VODs is nice if you're eating or something, but if you actually really want to learn something, I think replays are a better way to learn than VODs, unless there is an audio commentary where someone is explaining it once more. But yeah, that takes more time. You can always download all the replays, www.intelextrememasters.com. Then just go to the playoff grid and click on the VS logo between Moon and Squirtle. You can download all 5 replays instantly.
And there's also a one news post with the overview of all replays, linking directly. So if you don't want your game spoiled, there's also dummy links for the third map, even if the third map didn't happen because the score was 2-0. but just so.
Team Liquid always does it as well. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I sat down on the first day of the tournament. I read all the comments about us, and people were complaining that the scores were spoiled. Therefore, we changed something, and we made those news items. But enough about the Intel Extreme Masters. We're here to make fun of me, I guess. We're here for you guys to see how humiliating it can be to play in front of a live audience.
Yeah, of course. Seriously, it's quite insane. Like people coaching each other is becoming more and more popular, and there's just so many people out there paying for lessons right now. Well, I really feel that this is like, I'm not gonna say this is better to learn from than like a private coach, because obviously he will really hammer on your weaknesses. But I do think there are so many people around your level, and they said as well like, well, I really enjoy the show so much, and people saying like, yeah, I went to higher division by watching it, using your tips. So actually, I think that's I think actually we're doing a pretty okay job so far.
Okay, well, one thing that I really personally wanted to do, and I'm going to ask Kevin now, is basically learn to micro battles more, because usually I just attack move and just sometimes I will focus fire a unit or something like that, but I rarely ever move away, or I rarely ever kite in battles. So I think would be good today if we could practice a little bit, play a couple of battles, stalkers versus stalkers, a mix of zealots and stalkers versus each other, and basically if you may, I would like you to show me more or less, hey, move this guy away in such moments, and target this guy but not that guy, and stuff like that.
Well, I'd say let's start with that right now. I'm gonna host a custom game. You trace me, and we'll play. We're gonna, of course, have to build up for 2 minutes or whatsoever before I actually get a decent army. Then I'm gonna picture a couple of scenarios: 3 stalker, 2 zealot, 1 stalker, and what is the best way. I must say my micro is not gonna be perfect because I don't have my regular mouse, which I still left at home because I brought it to Cebit as well. The nerd that I am, even when I go to an event as to Shoutcast, I bring my own equipment. Because, hey, there might just be that 1 hour where I have nothing to do, and I could actually play some ladder. So I don't have my own mouse right now, but nevertheless, we are going to go in-game, and we're going to picture 1 or 2 scenarios between Carmac and me, where I will try to out-micro him, which I actually have full confidence in. And then we're going to figure out what is your weakness. And after that, Carmac is just going to play 1 or 2 more ladder games again, and I'm going to coach him. Not really step-by-step, or, well, let's make it 3. We have time, Carmac, despite it being a party night. So I'm going to start a countdown already. I don't have sound on my PC, so I'm actually gonna switch to your point of view for now.
That's fine.
So people can see your amazing split.
Oh yeah.
And if I actually screw up the split, then nothing can go wrong. So
maybe for those of you at home, let's show the people at home what difference a micro can make in a battle. I'll try to micro with my gold level micro, and let's make it 6 stalkers versus 6 stalkers to start with.
6 stalkers. Wow, that's gonna take a little while, Carmac.
Well, still, let's talk about the Intel Extreme Masters in the meanwhile, while we build up our economies and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I have a real life friend. It's a female player, StarCraft 2, but she's a really nice girl. I like her a lot. And she was watching the IEM as well, and she plays Pro Tools, and she's like, yeah, I was watching IEM, and now I started to play like Ace, but I lost my first 6 games. So, and I felt that was really, related to you, because I feel like you always want to do stuff which is a little bit above your level. You think too complicated for stuff which doesn't have to be all that complicated. And you should also know your current skill. Like Ace was playing amazingly, all these Forge Nexi openings. It was amazing to watch, but first I'd say just stick to basic plan, like get the basic macro below your knee, you know, get the mechanics all right, get some basic micro, and then you can actually like try to switch up your play and go for expand builds first whatsoever, which are just a little harder to execute than one base play. Oh. Meanwhile, I'm gonna do a small trick. Oh, Carmac. Don't you want to use that mineral patch?
Screw you, Rotti. So what he's doing is basically he's harassing my minerals and tricking the AI of the probes. I've seen this trick explained. Actually, I think you picked it up from Mana.
Yep.
Mouse.
Mana.
Basically, so what's going on is that when a probe goes to a mineral patch, it checks how many probes are already mining it, and then Rotti's basically occupying the mineral patch, and the probe automatically goes to another one. And then Rotti will instantly switch to a neighboring mineral patch, making it basically look for my probes like they're always taken, the mineral patches, which is annoying, slows down mining time, and basically is very valuable harassment, but also very tasking on the player.
It's definitely not that easy to execute perfectly, because you're I mean, it's definitely not worth it already if you forget a pylon for 3 seconds, which is something that could definitely happen. So this is like starters that I saw you try to do as well, and then I'm like, nah, Carmac, let's stick with the basics. But obviously, if you really look, if you really want to push yourself, then this is stuff you want to look for. You can also just harass workers, which is always a way to slow your opponent down a little bit. But this is probably the best harassment, but it's far from easy. You deserve a slap for this, because that's so bad. You can see that your health bar is losing first.
I know.
Yeah,
Screw you, Rotti.
Then you have to do this stuff, Carmac. Always, if you're not sure if your probe is actually the one attacking, just wait until the moment it jumps from green to yellow. You will always be able to see which probe was attacking first. If it's yours, you just let it stay, unless you actually see that he's bringing in another probe, and then you're doing a good job already for yourself, because he's actually wasting more mining time. And if he's actually the one, or I mean, if you're the one was dropping first, then you stop instantly, obviously, because you don't really want to lose your probe to another probe. To a stalker, it's a different story. You only got that because I was talking. You do realize that, right, Carmac?
Yeah, now you see how I feel when I play on the show.
All good, man. It's all good. So where are those 6 stalkers of yours? You want to do it with Blink as well?
Is there going to be a way bigger difference?
Actually, yeah, that's a little bit.
Let's do a standard stalker game, and then let's add Blink in the meanwhile, because during our first battle we can build a Twilight Council and stuff, so should be way better this way.
All right, I have 6 stalkers. So I'm ready to meet you.
Once
more, guys. I do not have. We can actually do it twice. Once from your point of view and once from mine. I think that's a nice idea. Let's do that.
I think so too.
I'm full of nice ideas, Carmac. Just now and then. Also, of course, the first engage in every fight is always very important. If I'm standing uphill and he's not having vision on my stalkers, I will get the first shots off, and it doesn't matter how well one guy's gonna micro. If you're actually 6 shots ahead, you will always win. Then I can be playing against a much better Protoss player than myself, but I will still be able to win the fight. And that's not because I have better micro, it's just because I get the shots off first. So let's meet up.
I'm not gonna attack move. I'm just gonna normal move.
Very well.
Or move command. Where do we meet?
I'm saying hello.
Oh, there we go. Hey!
What? Okay, we can do it again. Walk back.
Weren't we supposed to, like...
No, if you see me, then we attack.
Okay, well.
Alright, I send my Horde Stalker back and we do it one more time. Okay, I'm like standing over there almost, right? So it's 6 Stalkers against 6 Stalkers. We're looking from your point of view. So
let's go.
Let's say hello to my little friend. Oh, Carmac. You fancy boy. Oh, you're not doing bad. You're winning. Almost. Oh, you are winning. Actually, you see, in often attack move is really not that bad. And in this way, I try to micro a stalker which is too far in the front. And this is when the student beats the master. Not bad.
Yay!
What basically already made you win is because I tried to save a stalker which is standing in front, which is just stupid because I take 5 extra shots when I walk it away. But I tried to make a point by microing, but in this way, it wasn't really working. Let's do it one more.
I'm not going to pretend that I'm the better player here. Obviously, clearly I'm not.
No, okay, this was actually a nice mistake by myself. I mean, microing is most of the time it's good, but unless if you're in a situation like this right now, if the unit is in front, this was kind of like your Immortal micro a few weeks ago. You get 5-6 shots extra and your stalker still dies, while you could have actually get those extra shots off. And if I would have done that straight away, then in the end I would have been able to take down your stalker. So let's do it one more time.
Yeah. Hold on, let me warp in some stalkers.
What I can see, like in It's quite hard actually to make the difference. It's all about the first engage, about some focus fire. And yeah, this mouse is not really my mouse. I'm playing with Masa's mouse, our CS commentator. Because I forgot my own mouse at home. And a mouse is obviously the most important thing if you want a micro.
I'm researching Blink, by the way.
Alright, me too.
Okay, I have 6 stalkers.
Alright, walk out. Let's try one more time.
So guys, you can practice it with your friends at home. I mean, you can set it up and play for endlessly, basically. And what makes a difference, by the way, even a noob like me knows, you need a concave, basically. So your units need to be spread out wide. Spread out wide versus...
Yeah. This was bad by me as well, because I had sort of a wall. I couldn't instantly walk my stalkers back. Alright, let's go.
Yep.
Like, this is totally different right now. It was a lot better for me to micro.
Whoa, I misclicked.
And right now I can just sacrifice my stalkers and go for the offensive. Even though I might lose 1 or 2 additional stalkers, I will know for sure that I will kill all of yours. And I actually survived the fight with 2 stalkers.
So,
yeah.
as you can see, guys, with proper micro, Rotti out-microed me. Basically,
Yeah. This
very easily.
was very bad by me the first time. I did not really think of the fact I was actually blocking my own stalker. Which is a little embarrassing, but it's okay. Now you look good, Carmac. Now you're impressive. Your improvement is sick. You're out-microing Master League players already.
Okay, now I'm gonna do a concave, and let's see how you do versus a concave. Because my micro is way weaker. Let's give me an advantage.
All right. Are we allowed to use Blink?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Well, let's go.
Yeah, relax.
Ah, crap. There we go. Rotti uses Blink, and how many?
I lost 1.
People don't see, by the way, on my screen. People don't see your unit, so
What do you
walk next to the pylon.
Oh, sorry.
I need vision here. Okay, let me...
We can switch over to my screen one time right now, because that was your micro. So we're going over to my screen right now. Let's do it one more time with a couple of stalkers, and then I think we had enough. And then we can do it with zealots as well, just one time. Alright?
Yeah.
So let's do 6 stalkers against 6 stalkers once more, and this time we get the micro from my point of view. Even though, once more guys, often the macro in a fight is really more important than the micro. But if you can make the difference, which is in the Protoss Mirror, one of the matches which is possible, yeah, then go for it. Once more, I do apologize if my mouse is not accurate at all. It's not my own mouse. I forgot it at home. I know that's quite a blunder, but it's okay. So, let's go, sir. Are you ready?
No, not yet.
6 stalkers.
Okay, let's go. What the? Oh, I'm pressing V instead of... There we go. So, how do I properly blink the guy out? Do I have to click the unit, or can I click the...
No, like
or can I click it over here, like in this bar? Down.
You mean here?
Yeah.
No. You select the unit instantly on your screen. What is the most important is when you see an engage, you want to know which unit is your opponent gonna focus. Like, let's do it once more. If you now you're gonna try it. You have the stalker in front. That one. Try to blink away the moment I shoot. Like, just leave the other guys in the back, please. One moment. Send him one stalker.
Wait.
And like, if you would learn this, you can really make a difference in the Protoss Mirror fight. Just one stalker. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna send
one stalker.
The one that comes closest to me is the one I'm gonna focus. When my shots are in the air, I want you to blink away. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, that was too close. Sorry, that was not fair. Okay, again. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Okay, try it one more time. I'm gonna walk in and shoot.
I was on cooldown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more time.
Cooldown. Hold on, let me take another one. Coming.
Okay, I walk in and I try to shoot. Go. Try to dodge it. Okay, I wasn't really timing. Let's do it reverse. I'm gonna walk in on yours.
Hold on. Yep.
Wait,
Okay.
I will walk in with a group. One second. Okay, let's go. As you can see, I nullify like the first 1 or 2 shots, which can actually really make a difference in the Protoss mirror in the long run. Obviously, when you're micro against Zealot, this is actually my stocks are a bit too low HP right now. That was not very fair because I couldn't. Now let's do it one more time, where I'm gonna have stalkers only, 7 stalkers. You can have 7 stalkers and 4 zealots. All right.
Okay.
You have 2 zealots chasing me already, so please send them back.
No way. Kill them.
Can't touch this. Okay, now you have drop shield. I will kill that one. Send the other guy back, please. So 7 stalkers against 7 stalkers and 4 zealots. This is gonna be pretty tough. I'm not
Wait,
sure if
what's
I can.
Zealots? Where?
Just wipe in zealots.
Okay.
That's all.
How many zealots?
3 or 4. It's gonna be a little bit tough for me, but I'll try. Okay. Are you ready?
No. I need more zealots. Okay, I have 4 zealots in total.
That's good. All right. Let's go.
Wait.
From your point of view or from mine?
Yours.
All right. Let's go. Good luck. Wasn't really the best execution by me. Oh wow! What the fuck? I dragged my camera by accident twice, so now I couldn't micro at all. Anyway, this is it's kind of hard.
Let me tell you a little thing why basically you had trouble here.
Why? What did I do?
Because I'm a cheater and I upgraded attack.
Okay, that's not fair. Let's try one more time. Try 7 stalkers and 2 zealots. Okay, this is really the final thing, and I will try. But it's really hard to do it perfectly for me.
How many zealots?
2. So you have.
Please kill this zealot then. These 2, kill them please.
All right, final thing. Oh, I got damage on my stalker. Ready for action, Carmac?
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good luck, have fun. If you're the one who did more damage to an opponent, which is like what you did actually, I did not expect you to offensive blink, then you should just chase, because now you're letting my shields regenerate, which is exactly what I need. Because now I killed the stalker. Those stalkers are not part of my group.
No?
No. Don't chase them. I could sandwich, you know, these are my guys.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm beginning to get the hang of the blink micro thingy.
Actually, I think you're doing a lot better than you did before. Now let's do a final thing. Just swap in 4 zealots and let's do 4 zealots against 4 zealots. Because even though there is not a lot of micro involved, you can make the difference in this as well. So
My zealots I have attack upgraded, by the way.
Alright, well, that's gonna make it fun for me. So you have 4 zealots?
Yeah, I do.
Alright. This is gonna be really tough, certainly with an upgrade. But let's go, good luck, have fun. Alright. This was not the best by me either, but yeah, that's a little bit tough. Anyway,
So
I do think you improved a lot already. And this is actually quite important, that you don't panic anymore in the fight.
I'm beginning to really chill out, you know?
Yeah, you're
And
making a tech move instead of right-clicking units, which is something you didn't do before. And there you can see that it's quite hard for me to make the difference. Now, of course, what makes a good player is not only to have decent micro in a fight, but that's to still have macro during the fight.
Yeah.
This is going to be your main task. This is going to be really hard. But nevertheless, like pure focusing on the micro, you can see that you actually don't do a lot worse than me. So I'd say, let's leave this game. You are victorious, Carmac.
Hell yes.
So I
That's
think
my name, Victorious.
and now what we're gonna try to do is, if you actually would get a Protoss mirror on ladder, try to implement it into your play. You know, try to hit and run, try to move your units, which is so important. Don't stand still with units. Always walk. If you're the one winning a fight, you chase the units. You don't want to walk them away. Just like you did this offensive blink to me, which is good because you have the 2 zealots. So if you offensive blink at me, I have no choice than to make a defensive blink. Well, didn't have a lot of units. Then you saw I took a lot of damage and chase the stalkers instantly. Don't let the shields regenerate.
Okay.
All right, let's go for a game. What is going to be fun is we're actually going to get one of the new maps. Blizzard recently introduced a couple of new maps into the ladder pool. And yeah.
I don't know them.
Exactly. And I must say I'm far from an expert as well. So that's definitely going to be, yeah, that's going to be rather cute. But we'll see. It should be fun. I just got scared for 1 second. Wasn't sure if I was actually recording, but
okay.
No worries.
I'm in a game.
So first real game of the day.
Mirror.
And you will
Metalopolis.
have a Protoss mirror, so this is going to be excellent. Now, as I said, I'm going to switch over in-game. Oops, there we go. I'm not going to drill you so much about saying, wipe in a zealot, make it in a simulator, zealot, stalker. But the general idea of right now, you're playing a Protoss mirror on Metalopolis. I would like to tell you, you have to go this strategy because that's the best strategy. No, there is no such thing as a best strategy, at least for this Protoss mirror map. There are several ways you want to play. You can say, all right, I'm going for a 3-gate blink stalker and an offensive blink, try to out-micro my opponent. Rather risky, but can work. You can also say, I'm going to play 3-gate robotics bay. You try to go for fast Colossi, make a 1-base push. It's rather simple and very strong. And yeah, it could work. But it could also, you could also say, like, no, I want to play with Phoenix in Protoss Mirror. By the way, and we have someone who's actually loving the show. Well, I don't think he realized that he's actually on the show right now. All right, Chrono Boost, that's something I'm gonna tell you. But all right, Carmac, let's say you're gonna play a simple 3-gate into Colossi.
Okay.
It's a solid strategy on this map, nothing wrong with it. So you're gonna make your gateway at 12, just to drill you a little bit. Just some teasing, you know, friendly teasing. Yeah, scouting, that's a good job. What is important with this play, because what we want to do right now, Carmac, is we want to waste no time. We want to get that. We want to get 3 gates because you want to be safe against the 4-gate push. But other than that, you want to try to get those Colossi out as soon as possible. They are just the best unit in this matchup. Making a simulator. So what is important is that we get gas running as soon as possible. And obviously, the faster the second gas, the better. But you also can take it ridiculously fast because then you just can't defend against 4-gate anymore. Unless you want to wipe in 6 sentries. But yeah, we got mixed feelings about that one too. Ooh, I think his gateway was faster than yours, isn't it? Well, a little bit. That was probably because you were typing. I'm not gonna tell you every single mistake, because obviously right now I saw like 4 already. But I just want to make sure that the general lines are clear, and we're going for 3-gate Colossi. So first 3-gate robotics bay. We're not even gonna make an observer. We're gonna be a little bit greedy over here, and we're just instantly gonna chrono boost out 2 Colossi. So once more, you want to get your gas economy running as soon as possible, and you want to be really safe with it. Like, don't warp in 2 sentries. 1 sentry more than enough. And don't warp in like 7 stalkers when you can make a mix of 3 stalkers, 4 zealot, or the other way around, 4 stalker, 3 zealot. Still can't believe I lost that stalker battle to you. So bad by me. It's so bad.
Just goes to show, actually, guys, how difficult it is. How difficult it is to play on the show. Because it's not so easy to...
Well, now I'm a very picky player with
okay,
setups.
the guy scouted me. Ah, that's bad.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, okay, you could have had a stalker. What is a little weird is that you went your second... that you went your robotics play before your 3rd gate against a player who would 4-gate you, which is possible because he was saving up a lot of energy. You're going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble. But we can analyze that after the game if he's actually going to do it. Now you want to wipe in units as soon as possible. I know we want to get those Colossi out fast, but that's not relevant right now. You need units ASAP.
Is Immortal a good idea?
If you are sure that he's gonna forgate you, then yes, but since we are actually not indicating any signs of that, I say no. Just wipe in Zealot Stalker. And you're forgetting Pylons
Supply
everywhere.
blocked, yes, I know.
Now you can actually build your robotics bay because it's gonna take so long before that Pylon is ready that you can still wipe in the units you want to wipe in.
Okay, that sucked.
And stop that one, stop that one, yeah, in your gateways and just wipe them to warp gates. Stop the one unit that's in production. It's annoying me.
I need this.
Okay. Wiping units really Carmac. You can't have any cooldown on your gateways. It's really, really important. We wanna. Our purpose was 3 gate into a fast Colossi push. 1 base play. Alright, not the most skillful, but a very solid way to actually be able to play. And then you don't wanna waste time on your gateways. You wanna warp in, warp in, warp in. It's like a cycle. It's like a rotation. No downtime. The only way you're ever gonna want downtime is the moment you actually just pull the Colossi and you have no money to warp in units. That's the only excuse. And make pylons. Make 2 at least straight away, if not 3. Because you're gonna make a Colossi which is 6 supply instantly, so you need like a new
Oh,
pylon.
I'm supply blocked again. How skillful.
That's what I just said.
You must construct additional pylons.
Alright, well, we'll take a look at this army and we realize that's not a bad composition for you at all. That's gonna make your Colossi play even better. So make a Colossi instantly. We have no time to waste. And you chrono boost it. Stop chrono boosting your next side. You have way more than enough probes.
Should I?
Thermal lens. Normally you don't have the gas for it. And
Well, I do. So
yeah, make it. But yeah, this was not our plan. Pylons, pylons, pylons.
So should I move out?
Yeah, we do want 1 more Colossi. But yeah, you can move out already. Just rally it. Put the rally point on your Colossi. Make it C, 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 C. Press the C. You didn't make it yet. Okay, from now on you can wipe in whatever you want again. I'd still say keep the stalker count not that high. Guess as long as you're on 1 base play, you always want to be careful with your gas. What you're doing right now is terrible, by the way, because you have covered quite some units over there and quite some units at the bottom side of the map. And if you would actually get cut off, you would lose half your army. I lost 1 game against like that once, and I felt terrible because I was so far ahead. And I just lost because my entire army split up on scrap station. As soon as you can already like almost walk there. Just make sure that when the fight actually starts, that second Colossi just jumps in. That's all you want. And just remember what I told you. It's really nice to group your Colossi, or to double group it to make the micro part a lot easier. So you have all your units at 1, and then group your Colossi at 2, just to make the micro easier. Because it can be hard to select a Colossi in the middle of a fight, because he's always above units. So you rather hit it with a hotkey than actually click it individually. That's my boy. It's okay, you're doing fine. But now stop wasting time. Like stuff like this is really bad. And also be careful that your Colossi don't walk in front. You don't want to let them tank the damage. Now press 2 and put them back a little bit. Not when you just press 1 back. Okay, move forward. Just make sure the zealots walk in front. That's what you want to have. Don't be bothered by it right now. You don't. Wasting time is much worse right now than what you do now. Just attack. Just attack. You have the better army. Okay, this is not the best position you're in, but I still think you will be able to do just fine. Make sure your Colossi attack several units, not just one. For instance, put your Colossi on that sentry right now over there. Careful that that they don't come in range of your Colossi. That's all you want to care about. You're doing good, really good. Attack move micro, attack move micro. Wipe in some units in the middle of the map. There's nothing you can do here right now. Your Colossi are doing the damage. You can put up the next side if you really want to. But there you go, GG. No, that's not GG Rotti. I really didn't say that much at all.
People choke versus me if they know. Well, I mean, it's not easy. It's definitely not that easy to. It's definitely not that easy to. I mean, to play when you know people are watching. Blah blah blah. People choke against me all the time, but. And that guy, according to the league standing, obviously the point ranking is different than the league standing, is actually on more or less on my level, which is nice. Let's go again?
Definitely, let's go again. So how do you feel about the last game? Is there anything that made no sense to you? Or
No. Everything made sense except for the fact that I just did attack move and I had no idea how to properly control, how to optimize my battle over there, you know, on his ramp.
What's actually really is important is that you always let the zealots walk in front. That it's extremely important.
Actually, I got the feeling that I had too many zealots, and they were like half of them were not doing anything in the ramp.
Yeah,
normally they were stuck.
Normally this was a terrible position to attack. Guys, don't attack like that ever on meta. But because you were the one with having almost three Colossi and he didn't, the position really doesn't matter.
With the range as well.
The Colossi with range, it's just kills everything. There's really not that much to worry about for you.
All right, Scrap Station versus Terran.
All right. So
Phoenix play.
All right, let's get funky, Carmac. Let's get funky and try to mix up your play once more, and let's go Phoenix.
So I watched GSL the other day, and Phoenix really messed the Terran up. General, I think. General was really messed up with the Phoenix. With Phoenixes. Phoenix. Whatever you want to call them.
Phoenix are good. There's just one big weakness, which I said in a few casts of mine as well. If you play Phoenix against a Terran who opens one Rex bio into fast expand, you can almost leave the game. It's just... It doesn't really matter how many SCVs you kill because he's just gonna have so much more income than you do, than you could possibly have. And yeah, your Phoenix are just too expensive and he can put pressure on your expand because you're not gonna have enough gateway units to defend against his first Stimpack push. So anyway, you wanna play Phoenix, I say let's go one gate into Stargate and then add 2 more gateways. And then when you have your first Phoenix is the moment you put a robotics bay down. Just because you want to be safe against Banshees, because if you have no detection at all, it's just too risky. Then you're gambling, and we do like to gamble, Carmac, but not when it's StarCraft related.
No.
Or at least I like to gamble.
I like to gamble as well. I mean...
Yeah, you're making bets all the time.
Hell yes, you lost one.
That is correct. So you want to get the 12 gate and then just get the assimilator at the normal time. You want to get that second assimilator a little bit faster than normally. Not too fast. Last game was a little bit too fast. I don't like your wall in, by the way. It just makes it hard for you to engage against the bio army. I mean, you basically give him a free choke. Well, it's like an open space which you should be able to force field behind it. You right now make it like impossible for your zealots to come through if he puts pressure on you. So don't wall off like that against Terran. Ever again. Or I'm gonna have drastic measures with you, Carmac. Then make another pylon just in case you got supply capped way too many times in the last game.
Yeah, because we were talking. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Let's do some harassment maybe. Not here, you idiot.
Attack move, just on the ground. You only right click if it's a really easy target. Then you want to right click on him, or attack click on him. Start mining gas instantly.
I know.
Make a zealot. That's correct. You can already put that second assimilator down for me, because you want to get those Phoenix out as soon as possible. Just so you know what's going on, you get more energy on them, you will be able to do more harassment, etc, etc, etc. So you want to get that second gas fast. Right now you want to produce units from this one gateway all the time though. I would say let's open up Stalker, I mean Zealot, Stalker, Zealot, Zealot. Because you want to save the gas for the Phoenix and the Stargate. You can also decide to make one sentry right now instead of a Stalker, which will delay your process a little bit, but it's at least nice to have one force field normally. But since your base already sucks, I don't really think that the force field is gonna help you. I'm sorry, sir. Meanwhile, having a good time with this Jim Raynor noob and his lovely gun. Of course, guys, you are still able to win it. It's from BlizzCon 2009, at least that's what his shoulder says. That's when they got introduced. Yeah, he looks really badass. You will be able to win it, and we're gonna announce soon how you will be able to win it. And that is pretty badass. At least I think so. What are you making in your gauge right now? A sentry?
We move unseen.
Zealot.
Oh, you put the target down already. Right now, 2 more gateways. You have the minerals for it. 2 more gateways and a pylon. Because Phoenix are not good fighting off early aggression. So you need those gateway units. And 1 more pylon definitely as well. And Chrono, your first Phoenix out straight away. Yeah, you just made a stalker, but that's okay. Just wait a little bit. No, 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 no. By the time it's... there you go. Careful. Alright. So do you think you will be able to successfully harass with your Phoenix?
He's stacking behind, so I'm assuming yes.
Alright, after this Phoenix you put down a robotics bay because you want to have detection against you're not even going to use it if you don't need to, but just in case that if he goes for a Banshee, then you will have your observer ready. Now you can do 2 things. Either you can show him you go Phoenix, or you wait for the second one.
I'll wait for 3 to properly harass, because I'm really not that efficient with them.
Okay.
Honestly.
You might want to group those units in like group 1 and then your Phoenix somewhere else. I don't like him standing there, by the way. If 1 Marauder would come out, you would probably lose it. Your wipe gates are almost ready, so then you already are going to be a little bit safer against any bio-aggression. Unless it would be a really well-timed executed push, but I don't expect we're going to face that. Why I told you to send like either 1 or 2 straight away is because right now if you would go for Cloak Banshee and he has the correct builder and what is over there, you see something on the minimap. Buildings in the back of your base are often something you want to take a look at straight away. And ooh, he tries to lift up that SUV. That SUV, very good job. Delays the expand. Ooh, that's why sometimes I'm not a big fan of lifting up mules over SUVs. Warp in, you have to warp in Zealots and put up your own Nexi. Since your opponent is expanding, you want to expand too.
Oh, pylons, great.
So pylon, boom, boom, Nexi. That's what you want to do right now. That's what you want to think of. And of course, guys, for everyone who is watching right now, I'm very sorry for announcing the show so very last moment. But the VODs will be up, so if you tune in later or didn't know there even was a show, or your friends didn't know there was a show, you can just tell them the VOD will obviously be uploaded. Try to... oh no, be careful. Yeah, we were sorry, it was a last minute decision, but yeah, we just want to keep track on Carmac. His progress, if there is any. I would never lift up Marines. Because... it's just utterly useless.
Whoa!
I did see something with energy over there. It was either a Banshee or a Raven. So you want to get that observer out right now. So
I have it out.
oh, okay. That's good. Wasn't sure. You can put down a robotics bay as well. Or you want to go High Templars. It's your decision.
High Templars are cooler.
Then VC for the Twilight Council. And make 1 more gate. And throw double assimilated down on your next side straight away. For everyone who does play Protoss, if you want to go for High Templars, make sure you're going to get that gas economy very healthy as soon as possible. It's so important. You do not want to waste any time. Even when you think you probably need minerals for more Zealots, no, you need gas straight away. Because 1 storm can do what 10 Zealots won't be able to do. And like putting double assimilating down might just give you that a little bit of gas that you need to get them out as soon as possible. Your Phoenix are a little inactive. I know the gas prices went up quite a bit lately, but I'd say just keep using them, Carmen. Missile turret, lift up the SUV straight away. Things like that you have to snipe instantly. Lift up that SUV. You don't want any missile turrets to go up. What? Put the guys on your gas.
Yep.
Oh, Carmack, you look clumsy right now. Yeah, doing that fighter was actually an excellent addition. Even though normally you don't really have money for it whatsoever, but you should always think of the level of opponents you're playing as well. If you think you can get away with it, then get away. Where is your Twilight Council?
Here.
Templar Archives, I mean. Sorry.
Okay, I have so much money.
Yep, so put down one more Stargate. Because, I mean, your Phoenix are doing a good job so far. You can go for a mix between air and... ooh, take a look at your air units. They're getting attacked.
Uh-oh.
So right now you want to wipe in Stalkers because you're not going to win the air fight anymore, but you need anti-air. Are you sure your observer is in place? Yeah, it is. Chrono boost all of your gateways instantly because you want 4 more at least, because if you're going to land his Vikings you stand no chance.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Research Storm and also wipe in 3 High Templars straight away. You have
So
the
they
gas.
collect energy.
Yeah, oh, not just that, but if he, yeah, obviously that is a very good reason, but even more important, if those Banshees would come in range, you can instantly feedback them and it's a one-shot kill. So we want to see some juicy feedback from Carmack. At least that's what I want to see. Are you ever thinking of attacking, or what's your game plan for this game?
Actually, I have no game plan.
Exactly, and this is what we want to get out of your system. Press Ctrl F1 and select those idle workers and send them to somewhere. Research Blink. You can also make one Immortal or so. And send your Phoenix to all mineral patches around the map, because you know you just denied his expand, you know you're ahead economically because you have an expand, he doesn't. But then you don't want to waste too much time either. You want to scout all around the map and keep your lead. Build more gateways and warp in units. You have your gateways on, not on CD too long, or at least too often in the game. You want to warp in all the time. Check what's going on your minimap. Okay, send in the stock straight away and feedback that. Feedback those. Your observer, it's idling over there. Ah, this was a little sloppy. Make new probes straight away, put a next size somewhere on the random map. You just have way too much money. Research the Considiring amulet upgrade. Now you still can. Gotta abuse it totally. I would say research charts as well, because you're gonna play very gateway heavy this game. So you wanna get all the gateway upgrades. Charge. Oh, you didn't even start blink yet. Shame on you. You also don't pay enough attention to alerts on your minimap. Instantly when you see something, you want to see what's going on over there. Like you just... Ooh, not a great warping.
Ah, he's gonna be gay.
Why don't you bring your army in position right now when you see he's flying over units? The first thing you should do is bring your army in position. Send back all the probes. I feel like taking over right now, because you actually think you're losing this game, but you're not. If you would just play it out correctly right now, you are absolutely not losing this game. Make probes from both your Nexi, put up a third Nexi, get 1 or 2 more observers on the field, otherwise Cloak is gonna eat you alive. And then you're gonna attack. You're not thinking late game. You're letting him put pressure on you. You should be the one dictating the game. Build a pylon somewhere in the map and wipe in High Templars and just storm him. Storm his expand. High Templars are an amazing unit to send in one by one. And like build few cannons at your expand, so you're safe against the cloak as well. And then let's just try to attack. I mean, if you don't, the longer you wait, the better his economy is gonna get. Because so far, you are ahead, but right now he's the one mining. So that's when you want to do something back. And you still have a lot of money, but that's okay. I'm not gonna harass you for that. Just warp in. Feedback, feedback. F. Hey. Thought you were using hotkeys nowadays, Carmac. Storm, storm. Relax, Carmac. You're winning this game if you actually would just play good. Boom.
It's really irritating, seriously.
What is?
The fact that I'm so distracted and I can't focus on properly reacting in time. Seriously.
So let's just go for the counter attack right now. You killed quite some units. Let's just see how much you get. If he doesn't have like a heavy mech army consisting of tanks and Taurs, you stand a really good chance against anything. Apparently we have some lags on the stream. I'm very sorry for that. I have no idea why that is. Everything is running smooth over here. All settings are correct, so I'm very sorry. I do see a few of these frame drops as well. Of course, guys, you can always watch the VOD. The VOD will be uploaded as soon as possible, so that will be taken care of. Will most likely be roughly Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. Ignore it.
I know. Screw him.
Ooh, he's a planetary. He doesn't have many workers, so that's very good for you. What you want to do is when he has a couple of units attacking your base, you want to always warp in High Templars and just instantly storm it. That's the power of Considiring Amulet upgrade. Just warp in Templars, storm, and his army is taking so much damage. Alright, that's Marauders, but... Okay, feedback is going to be very important. Feedback and storm. Nice storm, Carmac. Very nice storms. Triple nice storm. Carmac, out of control. Keep storming. Blink, offensive blink, offensive blink.
He's gonna run out of energy. He has to.
This is like, you did so much damage right now, so send that idling Phoenix from his natural expand just around the map. So make sure that he doesn't have a secret expand somewhere. That's something you really want to know. Chrono boost your gateways, just for the sake of it. Warp in units, left, right, left, right.
What's so funny?
And people are telling me, people actually said awesome storms, which is true. And then a few said as well that I have to teach you macro. The thing is, I don't want to stress you too much about warping in all the time, because then I will really be talking all the time. And your opponent leaves without GG. And you see, Carmac, from that frustrating face, you suddenly went to a nice evil grin on your face.
Well, I mean, I was really annoyed and irritated by his mobile air thingy.
Yeah.
And obviously, if he has this mobility and stuff, it's difficult for me to run around and defend, and that's really annoying. And I also felt I was not playing well. But then again, if you attack a guy on the ground with that, what can he have on the ground that could stop me?
Unless he would have like 2 or 3 tanks in a well position instead of those 20 Marauders. If you would have like a couple of tanks, would have been a lot tougher for you. I still feel you have so much to learn about your own race, Carmac. I mean, you have High Templars with Amulet upgrade. It's such an amazing upgrade. You warp in a unit and you can storm. And instead, Like
You know,
you're
the
never
thing is,
sure
though,
what to do.
I wasn't focused at all on my top right
No.
heads-up display. I didn't know my supply. I didn't know my money.
Mhm.
I was instead trying to focus on the hotkeys for battles. I tried not to click between units and instead just have a hotkey and try to press F for feedback, T for storm.
Yeah. But like this is as well. This is one of those basic mechanics. Like you see the units, and then you have like, all right, you don't even look at where your units are. You don't even like click them actually to the army. You just select a High Templar somewhere, and then you want to press F. Well, the High Templar is like clutched up. The instant what you want to do is you want to bring your army into position, like just right click like almost below it, and as soon as they are in race, this is the moment where you press F. Like first the move command, then you want to actually make the attacks command or the feedback command, which is the attack in this situation. And this is something that has to get into your system. Like bomb, get in position, then start feedbacking. Not press feedback while your High Templar is on the other side of the screen, because you're making it harder on yourself once more.
Anyway, it's 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
It's time to end the show, and it's time to send people, or it's time to tell people how to win this noob. And I think this noob actually, as cool as it is, the Blizzard figures and stuff, I think the actual prize is way better. The rest of the prize, so to speak, is way better because you guys will get to have influence on Kevin's life. Because the trick is, and let me announce this, RotterdaM wants you guys to design his Protoss tattoo because actually what's going to happen is that he doesn't want just a symbol, a simple symbol. He wants like a symbol within something, or I don't know. Maybe you should explain it properly.
Yeah, indeed, guys. I did make a bet, and I said if a Protoss would win IEM, which I really didn't see happening, I would get a Protoss tattoo. Now, I always say I'm a man of my word. To my own defense, I did say this before I knew the Korean invites, and by back then, we also had different invites planned. But nevertheless, I'm not going to back off. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to make excuses. To be honest, I wanted a tattoo for quite some time. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to have. I actually do like the Protoss symbol, so there's nothing wrong with it. But I do want to make it more personal than that. I'm not going to walk around with just a Protoss symbol. What I want is, I let you guys design. I want the Protoss tattoo, obviously, with the Protoss symbol, because that was part of the bet. But in there, I want the 5 initial characters from the people or creatures I love the most in life. This, I will write it on Facebook as well, so you guys can get it straight. But this would be H, H, J, G, and C, which are standing for Henk, Hermine, Jeffrey, Kaya, and Geertje, which are my mom, dad, grandma, brother, and my doggy.
And C, not me?
Kaya, I'm sorry. I love Kaya. She's my dog. She's my great Japanese Akita. I love her almost more than anything in life. She's absolutely amazing. This is what I want. So what I was personally thinking of is just like having the Protoss symbol and then having sort of like a wraparound with those characters from the people I care so much about in life.
Well, let people just do their thing.
But exactly, you can do whatever you want. You can make it in circles. You can do it very nice. The color, that is indeed important. It's going to be a black tattoo. I don't want any colors in my tattoo. I don't want colors in my body. Everything is going to have to be black. Obviously with shades like light gray, that's all fine. But it's going to have to be black. Once more, I want to clarify one final thing. Yeah, go ahead.
And guys, if you're not artistic, I think what would be fun is basically if you found us on Facebook, which is RotterdaM University on Facebook, just type it in the search window, or twitter.com/Rottiversity. Rotti, obviously his short handle. And write where you think it would be appropriate for RotterdaM to have the tattoo. Obviously, he's probably not going to listen, but I myself think he should get like a Protoss tramp stamp over here.
No, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Well,
Obviously.
still, feel free to send in suggestions. Maybe actually it's something Rotti hasn't considered, hasn't thought about, and maybe he will actually listen to you. But if I guess I may be actually gonna challenge Rotti and say if the 3,000 people sign a petition to for Rotti to have a tramp stamp, then he might get one.
No, it's not gonna happen. And this is something I actually
just a little dot, a little dot.
No, it's not gonna happen. This is something I actually want to clarify. Some people said like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like it's cooler than the average tribal, which I agree on, by the way. And it's also other people say like, well, that's just stupid. Like a tattoo is something you have for the rest of your life. You're gonna be marked with something just because of a bet. That's obviously not the way I feel about it. I feel more that StarCraft actually resembles a period in my life. I got the chance, a job opportunity to move to Germany. I lived together with a great player. I played Warcraft for 5 years before, which I do relate to StarCraft as well. And I just feel, actually, by getting this job, by moving to a new country, I open a whole new chapter in my life, and actually a new chance for myself to develop as person. And yeah, this tattoo would remember me about this time, about the opportunity I got for the rest of my life, and combine that with the people I care about, which and my doggy. I actually think it's quite a nice tattoo, and I would be more than happy with it. Also, if so, once more, guys, if you would have the winning design for me, and I would actually get the tattoo that you would get, you win the James Rayner noob. But if it actually would make me really happy, that I'm really proud of it, and I would really love it, then I will also send you some personal prizes. I have so much hardware laying at home. Not gonna mention any brands whatsoever, but I have so many headsets, so many mouses, and if I really like the designs, or even if I like a design which isn't the one that I actually go for, I will still try to get you a personal prize, just to show you that I'm grateful for the effort that you guys would make.
Mm. And I have a secondary homework teacher, by the way. I talked to Maus Mana. He's a Polish guy, a very cool guy, actually.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He promised to teach me a couple of builds, so I'm going to do homework whenever you're too busy casting Go for StarCraft 2 or whatever. I'm going to go to him and ask him for some builds. Anyway, so yeah. Again, find us on Facebook at Rotterdam University in the search window, or twitter.com/Rottiversity. Write where you think it would be appropriate for Rotterdam to get a tattoo, and I'm assuming he's not going to tattoo his face. Rotterdam obviously has the freedom to choose, but we want to know where you think it would be cool if Rotterdam had a tattoo like that. And if you guys are artistic, if you want to have a Jim Rayner noob, and if you want to have basically influence over the rest of Rotterdam's life, actually, which is the best gift you can have, to have influence over someone's life.
Oh, then my future wife is going to be happy.
Yeah, well, then do create some designs. I'm pretty sure many of them will be awesome. I'm pretty sure Rotterdam will have a hard time picking the correct design, his favorite design. But yeah, as I said, Rotti will post the exact details of the tattoo, the exact requirements on our Facebook and Twitter. And then basically we eagerly await to see what you guys have come up with.
Definitely. There is no really time window. I promise that I'm going to do it. But obviously I have to think a little bit about it, and I have to take my time. It's not something I'm going to rush in. Yeah, I do it with full consequences. So I'm aware of what I do. What I do, obviously want to be really happy with it. It's going to happen, but I'm not going to say, yeah, next week I'll have it right here or something like that. So it's going to take a while. This was pretty much it. Once more, guys, for the people who watched 2 weeks ago, you will still be able to win this one if you actually guess correctly when Carmac is going to platinum. We did have a couple of quite people made a few guesses. We actually over a quite long time period.
And feel free to re-guess, because
it took so long. So
it's taking everybody by surprise that I was totally not playing and busy with the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. I do promise to do my very best to advance as soon as possible. So feel free to re-guess. Either in the comments for the show or on Twitter or somewhere else. We're not going to say where, because, well, some websites forbid encouraging to make raffles on them. But anyway, come back next week. We will have way better prepared noob. We might actually have Rotterdam wearing a way cooler T-shirt.
Oh, really? What's wrong with it?
And we've actually received stuff from Blizzard, goodies from Blizzard. There was a Blizzard booth at Cebit.
It's Carnival. I'm dressed up as a cowboy.
There was a Blizzard booth at Cebit, and we have from our dearest friends at Cebit. They're absolutely awesome people. We have 3 I Love StarCraft 2 shirts. We have more of these noobs. And actually, we got a messaging bag by Razer and Blizzard, a StarCraft 2 bag, Terran bag.
Terran bag.
Mark Alberts told me, hey, you can keep the bag, but I've received enough free items in my life, and we'll put the bag up somehow, up for grabs.
Well, all right, guys. I think we chatted way more than enough today. No, I actually do think that the show was nevertheless quite entertaining. I do think you really showed some serious improvement on your Metalopolis game. Despite me coaching you a bit, I wasn't really stressing you. And I really think that was already above gold level what you displayed in that game. No, I'm really sure.
You're not serious.
I am serious.
The money I had all the time, the
In
surplus of
Metalopolis?
money, yeah.
In Meta, you didn't have that much money at all. I mean, you had a little bit, but what you're doing right now is a lot better than having low money but wiping in the wrong units all the time and not having a late game gameplay. So nevertheless, I do think you make improvement. Next week, actually, I really do that. We made some serious improvement, but we're gonna have more time. I'm gonna visit at home, gonna give some private coaching. You guys will always be able to reach me, Facebook, ESL. esl.tv at ICQuakeNet. I'm always there. You can always reach me Facebook, Twitter. I do reply to nearly everyone. Unless I'm in game and I'm losing, I can be pretty grumpy, but nevertheless, I'll see you there. Guys, that was this from me.
And tell your friends about the show. Tell your friends about the show, because obviously we want to have as many noobs watching us as possible. And as soon as I complete my goals, we'll probably exchange the noob on the show.
Yeah, that will be fun. I look forward to a better student. Just kidding, man.
Well, you can certainly have a prettier student, but never more talented.
Really? Well, I'm not too sure after Scrap Station, but nevertheless, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the show. I do hope you enjoy our efforts to work on Rosenmontag. I should have been, semi-boss already, but so far I had a lot of time, a lot of fun to host the show once more. Show you guys the improvement.
Park this bitch.
And I am actually, what is this? Is this like, is this gonna be an Idra moment?
Okay, so basically, guys, by the way, I taught Moon, bump this at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship, and also something super cool and cool because it's super weird and so lame. Park this bitch. It's like parking an SCV. Park this bitch. So basically, that's what Day 9 taught Sven Hoffman, the esl-tv managing director, and screw that. Let's just close the show.
Indeed, we are gonna close the show. I'm heading off to this town myself. I hope to meet some other gamers. I heard Hasselhoff's is on the streets of Cologne as well, celebrating Carnival. So with a bit of luck, I'll run into Hasselhoff's and we can whine united about Zerk. Roaches, man, roaches.
Hey, Protoss won the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship, so you have no right to whine until the next event.
Nesty wasn't there. That's all I said. Just kidding. Indeed, we had an amazing tour. So guys, this was it for us. I'm gonna play 1 or 2 songs, just chat with the users a little bit, and then Rotti's out. Carmac, thanks once more. I had fun. See you guys next week. Next week, 7 p.m. and we're not gonna miss a single week anymore. Pinky promise. See you guys. Music, Carmac. Play music. Song.
Play music.
Song.
One more. Well, give me a second. Oh, actually, for people that are still on the show, let me play this. Let me play this.
All right, guys. The show's officially over. I'm just gonna close the VOD, so people won't have to watch this anymore.
Yep.
All right.
But I will play something for them. Come on, because I promised.